Hey guys, and welcome back to Above End. Um, it's been a little of a week's break from it. I know that I said that I would post last week, but some things happened and I had to postpone it a little bit. So you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it today, guys. And I think Operateur is possibly gonna post a video as well in this week. Not sure, maybe. So we will get you guys some above end stuff when we kind of skipped last week. But anyways, guys, today's video, I'm doing more stuff on the dark ride. I am adding lots more detail to the ride itself, and I'm trying to cover up this sort of bridge I said in the previous episode, where the coaster is and where the track ride goes over. And I had to kind of like move the camera around a little bit. I actually tried a few stuff before I kind of figured out which kind of way I wanted to go with this. And it's very close, and it's super tight here, where the dark ride meets the coaster. So I had to improvise a little bit and do some stuff, and I kind of like how the end result is, but you guys will see that further on into the video. But I got an idea while I was building this, and also talked about it with Operateur, and he liked it as well. So the room I built in the last video, where you see where there's this rolling table, as I called it last time. I can't remember what they're called. Where all the grays were supposed to go, and they were standing there on the sides and picking them all who's good and what's not good. This first picking room kind of got destroyed under the levitation of what have become the island now. So they wanted to build a new one, which I said will be the functional one, which is gonna be on across the bridge on the other side of on the other side of it, where I'm gonna make like this sort of kind of like a little bit new modern kind of how do you say, rolling table again. If someone knows what it's called, please let me know in the comments, because yeah. But that was kind of the idea I wanted to have with this. So the room they're gonna go to after the bridge crossing, where you also cross the station from the coaster, which is super neat, and it's also just super cool that you actually can see the coaster going up the lift while you're driving at the dark ride. And of course, with some more stuff with the lift and some lighting and stuff, it's gonna look super good. I have no doubt about it. But yeah, I'm gonna make this. I'm also decorating this bridge that's gonna go across from the old picking room to the new picking room. And after the picking room here, I'm then gonna continue to on the other rooms that's gonna be in this winery, or maybe just like a short version of it. You know, it's not gonna be super a lot of stuff. It's just gonna be like the small basic stuff they need to have a winery or produce wine. So it's not gonna be anything crazy, and as you all know, it's very compact and super tight. So I have to think about some of the pieces I use, because some of the stuff also looks super weird in comparison when it's standing next to it and the ride comes by, because it just feels weird that they are like at the same height as some of the scenery pieces, because of the track is below. And yeah, it's but I managed to figure out a solution on it, and I'm quite satisfied on how it turned out. I also had 2 crashes. I did lose a little bit, but not a lot. It was okay to get back into it and just add the same detail to it. So it's a little bit of a shame how the game runs at this moment. I hope they will fix it at some point. But I'm pretty sure that if not the next video, the dog ride will probably be almost done. Maybe it's just some small detailing and some trigger work and a little bit getting that spooky ambience atmosphere into it as well. But that is pretty much what I'm doing today, guys. I will come back to you in the end, also right before the cinematics, and talk a little bit more. Yeah, guys. Hope you will enjoy the video, the music, and the build. And I'll see you in the end. Bye. Alright guys, welcome back. What you have seen me do is basically what I said before we started, decorating the hell out of this dog ride, or trying to, at least with the small space we have around us. But in the long haul, I'm quite satisfied on the turnout. So what you see here in the new picking room is that when I first made it, I thought that this can work, that their heads almost hitting the ceiling. So I had to do something, and I wasn't quite sure if I could change the layout of the track ride. But anyways, I did it, and for me it kind of made sense that I lowered it a little bit down. The one bad thing though is that the track got unangled. It's not straight anymore, so I had to kind of like put planks on different angles all the way, which you will not see me do. It's something I've cut out. It's not super fun to see me placing all those planks, which I did already in the start of the video, so that's what I am not doing today. It was a struggle, because I wanted every room to kind of be unique and have something new. And as I said, this room is the new active room, where they made this room because of the old one broke. And you saw me make those grips, which is basically made for people standing there, and then they can like turn it off and on, and kind of get the grapes to come in. The bottle, no, not the bottles. What are they called? Barrels? The buckets with the grapes in is mainly for the illusion of this was once a transportation road for the grapes, and now they just made it better in that way, that from the other shed you saw me make from the other picking room, this is where they kind of transport the grapes into the other picking room. So they're not actually active, or like the cogwheels I've used. It's mainly just the illusion of this was once a transportation way, and it's still being used once in a while. But yeah, but I told a little bit of what I'm gonna do next, and the main thing is that in this new picking room, I'm gonna have this sort of fermentation, I think it's called, and then later on I'm gonna have like this where they pack them, and then in the end we end up at the station where all the barrels are, which Operateur made. And also, it's not like the longest track ride, but compared to the room we have, I'm quite satisfied, I must say. I also remember when Operateur said that, hey, I want to make a dog ride, and I'm like, okay, where? But he does something. He literally, if he sees empty spaces, he gets ideas right away. So that's nice to have this kind of a variation, that you've built something, but you really don't know what to add more, and then the other guy or girl you're working with kind of gets you suggestions to, you can do this, and then it kind of like starts the mojo in the head. Sorry. So I think it's super cool, and it's super neat. It will of course be a little bit darker in the rooms. We have a little bit of lanterns hanging around from the station, which give this yellowish light, which we will probably cut out a little bit, or like some of the lights. We want to have that dark feeling to it. And of course there's always the final touches, the last polish of things that I will make, and I'll probably maybe go back and re-modify a few things and add a little bit more things and stuff. I'm not sure when the POV will come out, possibly when the track is done, and all the triggers. I don't know when we were gonna post all those POVs of all our rides, but eventually they will come, so be patient, guys. But yeah, I think next video I'll probably, if I'm not finishing it off, then I don't know what I will do in next video. Sorry guys, I have a little bit with my cough this morning, or with my throat I mean. But I think in the long haul that this dog ride is gonna be very nice. As I said, it's a little bit struggle to figure out what kind of pieces that are useful that doesn't look super big in a weird sense. So yeah, I had to do some stuff, and what you have seen me do here in the picking room is that I tried to make like a wine rack, or how you say, where you have all these wines stacked in, and it was mainly just me trying out some stuff because I think I want to have a room, sort of like I remember Symbolica and Efteling. You have this, you drive through all these wine bottles, and you hear these pop sounds of the wine bottles. And I've had that in my mind since we started this dog ride. So I'm kind of thinking maybe incorporate that sort of room inside this dog ride. It would be super cool. And have that sound going all the way around. So that's also one of the things I have in mind that I wanted to try incorporate into this dog ride. But we'll see. We don't have a lot of room, and we're actually almost done because the track layout isn't that super long. And to be honest, I really don't want to make it longer. That just means more work. And I'm kind of glad. I think it has its charm that it is this kind of neat, small track layout we have for it. So yeah, it'll work out. But guys, anyways, I appreciate you for watching, and I'm sorry that that went a little bit over a week for the next week or for this episode. We will try keep on a schedule of weekly uploads as we always do. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. Let me know what you think of the build in the comments down below, and remember to check out Operateur's channel for a new episode of Above End. So yeah guys, see you in the next video. Bye.